Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here for a few minutes talking to you. As usual, I'm wearing a shirt with a Korean woman's face on the front. I have, who do I have? I have Yuri from Red Velvet on my shirt today. Anyway, as I look out the window, obviously I'm not doing that now, I just did. Um, it just looks like a normal day, so, you know, in the past years when it's Thanksgiving, there's like literally 4 to 5 times more cars in this neighborhood. There's there's no room to park. There's a lot more noise. Because obviously people are having people over for Thanksgiving. But this year it's nothing. It looks just like a regular day, which I think is good. It either means less people are celebrating this completely racist holiday. If I don't know why you would celebrate the slaughter of a whole culture and millions of people. I have no idea why. Well, and this isn't a America racist thing. It's just it's it's a holiday. Like people are gonna, like there's there's lots of holidays I don't give a rat's ass about, but I'll still take the day off. It's whatever. But it should just change the name. Like it shouldn't be called Thanksgiving. It should be called Kill the Indians. Seriously. But I'm wondering, at least in this neighborhood, in this general area, is it because people are afraid of COVID, or is it because people are just not celebrating it because of the Native Americans? Because I remember years ago, I'm talking 10 years ago, that's when I first noticed like people like slowly not celebrating Thanksgiving just because it's, of what happened to the Native Americans. And then like after being friends with a few Native American people and then hearing them talk about what this holiday means to them, I'm just like, okay, I don't have to celebrate it. It's fine, like your average Native American hates this holiday. That's like I don't know, like that's like if Germany had a like a concentration camp holiday. It was like because it's the same thing. So it's instead of Thanksgiving, it'd be called like, well, I can't speak German, but I don't know. See, I can't speak German, so I can't say it like what would the German equivalent be? Instead of Thanksgiving, it'd be like I don't know. The only thing I think of is like oven jokes, and then like I can't say them because then that would like counteract me pretending that I care about the Native Americans. Damn. My grandma, she was a concentration camp survivor, and you know how she lived? Yeah, I'm not making this up. She had a day pass, but anyway, yeah, I just think it's interesting because I can't I obviously don't know, is it because of COVID and people are afraid because obviously there are still people who are definitely afraid and think that if you catch COVID you're going to die, like like a whatever 50% chance, like they think it's like the worst disease ever because of the media. So I just want to know, but I don't like talking to my neighbor, so I'm not gonna ask them. Did you not have people over because of COVID, or because you're just not celebrating the holiday because you think it's racist? Because. But I don't know. I'm leaning more towards people are afraid to have interactions with other human beings, and it puts me in a weird place because I'm very antisocial, and like I like the fact that people are being less social, but they're being less social for the wrong reasons. You should be less social because people are just bad, you know. Think about it. Would you really want me over your house celebrating anything? Especially like if you have a hot female relative. Oh, it's over. I remember one time. I forgot which holiday, but me and some people all rented a house. Okay, and I'll never forget Rachel came over, and it was like a cousin of one of the people that lived there, and like the first thing I thought, like, dude, like the first thing I thought when I saw Rachel was like, dude, I want to like bang the shit out of this woman. This is but it's like a relative of the people you live with, so it's like it'd be kind of awkward if you're like, hey, why are you hitting on my aunt, or it's like seriously, it sucks because what's the one thing you can't do? Okay, so like you know, you're in a collective house. You're in a house. You rent it with like three other people. Like everyone has their own room and shit. But family members of one of the people that live there come over. You just can't hit on that person because obviously it's me. I'm charming. Like me and Rachel got along, but I'm talking to her in private, so like no one knows I'm hitting on her. Just so like, what happens when like me and Rachel date? The first thing she's gonna do is complain to the people I live with. Like he did this or he's mean, and so now I'm living with people that are gonna be mad at me because I, you know, did horrible things. He came home drunk at 3 a.m. and beat me. And I'm like, that's normal. But like you can't convince the people you live with that that's normal. But you can totally convince Rachel that it's normal because you're in a relationship. But the whole point of being in a relationship is to take advantage of the person. I probably shouldn't post this video, but so that's a predicament. But she's hot, whatever. Um, Oh God! And it was so funny. Like when Rachel first walked in the door, I'm like, control yourself. like like it's like I had to like keep repeating. Do not hit on her. Do not hit on her. Do not hit on her. If you date her, nothing good's gonna happen from this. Do not hit on her. Do not hit her. And so to fix that situation, obviously there are lots of good-looking women that came over. Like some were just friends. So I just hit on a friend and not an actual family member because it's like if you're dating a friend, like they're a lot less likely to you know, come complain. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Oh, and another reason why there's probably like a lot less people celebrating a holiday, and it's probably more than this than the Native American reason. It's just because everything costs so much. Apparently, turkeys are like $40. With the way the Biden economy is going like that, I guess 40, like $40 is like a lot for a turkey. And remember, there's more poor people in America than like well off people. There's a lot more poor than well off, and that's worldwide too. There's a lot more poor people because rich people don't spread the wealth; they collect the wealth. That's just how it is. But whatever. I mean, all of us. I mean, if you live in a capitalistic society, meaning you can't let people like AOC and Bernie Sanders be in charge because they just mess things up. I mean, granted, Biden is ruining America as we speak, but he won't last a full term. So I'm not worried about Biden. He's not gonna last the whole term. I mean, when you're that bad of a president, you don't last the whole term. I mean, the country, if people want to get reelected, they at least have to pretend they don't want Biden in office. And so, like, whatever, impeachment or just lack of before. I mean, I'm sure there's some, I hope so. I hope there's some kind of law in the Constitution just some legal document that says if the president, does so much, harm to the country that they're able to replace him because Biden is basically the biggest terrorist on we have to face right now with all the things he's doing. So I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of like stipulation where like Congress can vote him out, right? I mean, I'm assuming so because I'm assuming like all the broken, and I know every politician lies, but it's like the all the things he ran on, he literally just lied. You know, the forgiveness of the student loans, complete lie. He ran on, if you vote for me, I have a plan to end COVID. Okay, well, more people have died of COVID during during 2021 than back when Trump was president. So it's gotten worse. So I mean, so that campaign promise is a joke, and instead of like just having things be back to normal, because apparently being back to normal works. Look at Florida, look at Texas. Those are two states that are just living normal, and they have the lowest COVID deaths. The state that's completely open, no mandates, no rules, just live your life. They have those states have the lowest COVID whatever problems. So yeah, basically, every decision that Biden has made is just bad. So I'm positive, and once again, I've said this weeks ago several times. He won't be allowed to keep whatever keep doing this. Okay, trust me. Like, you know, the money America is losing is enough to get the right people to switch presidents, or I don't know the proper terms because I'm not a politician. I don't know the political jargon. So I guess you'd have to watch a different podcast for that. You have to watch a Ricada Law. Okay, so like go to him. He probably knows a lot more about this than me. But anyway. And I love all the people who have been triggered when they're trying to celebrate and go a happy Thanksgiving, and I go, listen, I'm not racist. I don't support that shit. And it's just funny because I'm trolling. I don't give a fuck. But it's like I have to pretend I care, and I do a really good job at it because I really don't care. It just listen. It's like it is human nature to be mean to people that you think are different than you. I mean, look at that's what cancel culture is. It's like weak people cannot stand someone else having a different opinion or different view. That's why I love the fact that people can just say what they want. Like I think it's very important that we'll just take like supposedly something that something that people hate supposedly, like the media is calling out everyone a white supremacist because that's like an easy enemy because you're supposed to hate them. I don't hate white supremacists. If people need to be who they want to be, like you can't have this like people are allowed to like be whatever dragons, change their pronoun to like dragon / helicopter, but that's okay. But then it's not okay for someone to have some other belief like whatever, like some racist belief. Like at least the racist belief is like based on some form of logic and can be based on actually what's it called just like your DNA basically like it's proven that like oh yeah, tribalism, that like just there's a majority of people, it's just natural, they 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 get along better or like people that look like them. It's called tribalism, and so like when you see someone different, you're like, oh whoa. I mean, I'm not like that because I'm a modern person, and all my beliefs are based on how attractive a woman is. So I don't care if you're whatever race. If you're a hot chick, you're a hot chick. When I talk, it sounds like the manifesto of a crazy person.